Hey, Moog Doctor here. Hey, out here in this beautiful 26-foot Kodiak Seasport well designed boat. Okay, first of all, I went through a lot of this in the first one, but then I ran out of time the other night. You got your speakers right there. That turned out really nice. Okay, you got your battery switches. You turn those both to on, unless you get to where you need some extra juice. Then you turn these to yellow to start it up. Then you got your breakers here, relays. Nicely done. That just goes up there, rear entry door. Go like this, close that if you want. And you go back over here, and well, I'm floating. I just want to be prepared. So I'm going to go up here. And then here's your ship to shore breakers right here. And I think they're on right now. Should be off actually. Let's see. Unless you're using them, I guess it really doesn't matter. Off. Battery charger we leave on. Refrigerator we can leave on. And main outlets we can leave on. We can turn all those on actually. Are off, and then you just turn them here to whatever ones you want to work. Got your speaker there. Got a speaker there. 12-volt USB. Your 110 plugs. Then we'll go over here, we'll turn this on. This one ain't for nothing but radar, fish finder, VHF, and radio. We'll turn those on. Then we go over here, DC panel, DC, macerator pump, if you're gonna use a toilet, refrigerator, trim tabs. If you ain't gonna use a refrigerator, leave that off. Trim tabs, main lights, cabin lights, this is your freshwater pump. Wipers, I'm gonna shut that off though. Stereo, 12-volt outlets. Macerator pump. Now I went through all that because this is going to take me a few videos to do this. So when we're just kind of idling right now, what we're going to do, probably just start up and I'll show you the motors first. So I'm going to turn this key on. Now you can start them both just by this. Here's your trim down. This is for the port. This is for the starboard. That's useless. I'm pretty sure, yep. Okay, so turn the key on, and that will automatically come on. That's just for the autopilot, that one right there. Now I can individually start them. But see, now here's a good one. Okay, now, say you think those were in neutral, right? That's forward, that's neutral. So now they won't start. Like if I was here, see how that works? You go here, I can fire it up. You're gonna have a set of these in the rear too, I guess they're waiting for. But say you got back there to activate it, you'd have to push this button like, let's shut that motor off. Put this one ahead. Again, it ain't gonna start. Well, this one will because you need that other control because then the light just wouldn't come on. See how that ain't going on? So you gotta make sure those are in neutral. Now if you want both of them to fire, just push that key right there. You gotta have the safety lanyard. They also gotta have the safety lanyard back there with these right here and this one, all start. Okay, now that they're running, I can show you a little bit about the motors and then we'll get into the electronics. So I'm gonna go right here and push this button here and hold it until you hear a beep. Take your hands off of it. Go in here until it beeps. That's your VHF 215 AIS. Beep. Then it's going to go beep, 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 beep again. Once this loads up because it's trying to load the satellites. So, and then your stereo, you can hit that on. You can do the volume here. You can also do your stereo through this. Hit agree. This is a nice, good way to go, man. I'm telling you, Garmin's the bomb. Garmin's where it's at. Their processing speed is the fastest on the market. And they've got so many cool things they added to this unit right here that you're really gonna like. There's so much to do, you don't even know what. I mean, you could be resetting this thing all the time. If it's hit clear, that's gonna go into here. If you want to scan, just go like this and hit all. And then you just skip it if it's right up there, okay? And then you skip it and it's gonna bypass that. If it seems like it's bypassing a lot, you can turn it into the squelch. You push in on this button and it does your squelch. You push again and it does the volume. Okay? And then you want to exit, you can go like that and just leave it on the station. That's fine too. Right there. Weather, you just push in on this. And there you go. Okay. So now that we're going, I'm going to show you these motors. But first thing you always want to make sure, before I get back there, we're going to turn on this fridge, but turn this fridge off if you're not using it. Because if you're not plugged into anything, and it only takes about an hour now to get this thing cold. They're a lot better. And then when I'm doing this, I can go over here and go to single. And it says single lever activated. So I only have to do one. It keeps the RPMs the same. And if I wanted to know, like, hey, where's my gauges? Just hit tools, go to Yamaha right here. Go to hit this right here. See how that pops up? Both motors, forward, neutral, reverse. Because I only got one motor, remember? On that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just bump this in, right? Now I got both of those running. Now I'm going to go where I want to go. Maybe give it a little bit more speed. Oh, here. Now I'm going to use my VTS. This is RPM control. See, speed control activated. See, 700. I'm going to keep pushing up on this button. I'm going to go up to about, it goes up to, wow, 1150. So 1100. So now what I can do is I can go over here. Now I can use this too. I can go home right here, and then I can pick which ones of these I want. See how that's moving that? See, so I'm going to go to charts, right? Hit select. And that gives me to my charts. Then I pick out which chart I want. Select. And then if I want radar to transmit, then you just have to hit this button right here. And notice I got your media bar right up here. And if you want to expand it, you can just go like that, just to your stereo. Or you can go back, close, and then it brings you back. I got some data, speed, GPS, that's course over ground. And I got water temp, I got depth, and I got heading. Heading's the one you really want to go by. And latitude and longitude. And again, if I want to bring up this, boom, I can, or just go back and it brings me right back where I want. If you don't want those, you don't have to have them. You can get rid of those. And then you can pinch in, pinch out, do like this, do here. So now what I'm going to do is line up, oh, here we go. So here's kind of something cool. Say I want to go right, say I want to go right here. Then I can, auto guidance is going to calculate that. And then it's going to start navigating. Stop panning. And it just made me a waypoint, auto guidance. And that's right here. And you can do circles, you can change it 10 degrees, 1 degree, just following a route. And that's that green marker coming up, so hopefully you'll bypass that. So now I can show you the rest of the boat. Because if you see this, see how it drew a line right around all the buoys, right up the channel. Stop panning brings you right back. So then, here's your switches here. This is your direct over. Would be like this. Then you go like this, and it goes into the holding tank. And that's your macerator out, open there. And that's to pump the water in, and that's to pump it out. Into your tank. Okay? So, well, this thing's running. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Just hold this right here. It's going to turn that on. Then you're going to hit the menu button right there. And then that way, when I'm back there, say, maybe that got off course here, I can stop it and I can turn it. Now, over here, I already turned the water pump switch on that's back there. You got water. So if we're not going to use that, then you go back here, you just turn that off. And I already went through all all these switches got to be on over here for your electronics. Then we can sit here and there's your follow route. She's doing pretty good, yep. Keeping me away from the can, yep, looking good. Left 9 feet, not bad, 7 feet, and that's all depends on what speed, and there's your response time too. If you notice those motors ain't going back and forth, but say I want to go back, maybe it ain't keeping online. See, I'm not bad, I'm 2.7, maybe I want to go up just to maybe one more level and see what that does to keep it on course. 6.9, right, 6.3, 7.8, 5.8, right, 9 feet. I'm going to go up to this one. I'm going to go to normal at this speed. I'm going to see how it's going. 7, 8, 10, 8, 9. You got to give it about a minute to get back on track when you change it. 8, 6, 7, 6, 7. That ain't bad. 5. So I could go to high 1. Now that we got the steering blade, and we are following the route. 2.8, 4.3, 2. So that's perfect right there. So I'm on high 1. It made a difference. I had to have that thing all the way down the other day to keep it going straight. So how much time do we got here? Well, we got to go to number 2 already. This is a 26 Kodiak. I'm going to go part 2.